In a previous segment, I spoke about the importance of aligning your team, how to do that to gain the buy-in so that your vision can become a reality. What's equally as important as being able to gain the buy-in of your board of directors. This is a common problem that I see with organizations that I work with that deal with the board of directors, partially because the turnover is so fast. There's very little that can be done, at least in the perspective of these executives, with a board that maybe sits on the board for 1 year. And even as a board member that's on for 3 years, still that's not enough time in their minds to create long-term strategy and to really get behind an initiative. By the time something gets off the ground, you have a turnover. So the big issue here is, how do you get your board to buy into the vision of the future in order for them to take action? And the way that I try to help executives to deal with this, or to look at this, is they have to reframe their vision and by creating a powerful narrative. And what I mean by that is that a powerful narrative, you can present facts and figures and data all day long and say, see guys, here's the issue, shouldn't we just take action? But the reality is that logic isn't what moves us to action, it's emotion. It's the ability to see ourselves in something larger than ourselves. So the key for organizations, for executives trying to get their board to move in a certain direction, is to create a powerful narrative that moves them to action, that these board members can create their own role within so that they can make the vision a reality. The other key point of this is that it doesn't have to be a complete end game. The goal here isn't to create the next 25 years and put that on the back of a board who's only on the board for 1 year to 3 years. They have to be able to get the ball rolling so that the next group that comes through is able to pick that up or to continue rolling that down the road. Most of the discourse on boards is dealing with either which direction they should move in the short term, or why we should keep things the way that they are. And nothing gets done. But in order for them to be able to work together, to gain the buy-in, to work together and to see themselves in your vision of the future, you have to create neutral ground. And of course, I'm a bit biased on this as a futurist. The only way to create neutral ground is to remove them from the present. You have to put them in the future. And that's where they see this narrative, this story, how it unfolds. You can't argue with what hasn't been created. All you can do is take action and create it. And that's what needs to be done in order to get your board to buy in and take action.